Have you ever had the feeling that something bigger is trying to tell you something? Like life is trying to get your attention, but the signs are so subtle or out of the ordinary that you just ignore them? Well, the universe talks to us all the time. The problem is that we don't always use the right frequency to listen. Most people expect clear messages, like a neon follow this sign. But the universe is more artistic, more mysterious. He prefers to use strange dreams, unexplained physical pain, or even that unexpected invitation that arrives out of nowhere. What if I told you that these events, which you may be dismissing as random, are actually powerful signs of divine manifestation and guidance? Ignoring these signs could be what is keeping you from what you most desire. The answer you've been searching for, whether it's about your destiny, your career, a relationship, or an inner calling, may already be around you, just missing to recognize. In this video, I will show you 5 unusual and surprising signs that the universe may be using to communicate with you. And the best part, you will learn to identify each one of them and understand how to act when they appear. Spoiler: it has nothing to do with coincidence. If you've ever felt like something is trying to guide you, but you still don't know how to interpret these messages, then this content is exactly what you needed. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and come with me on this journey full of energy, intuition, and discoveries. Have you ever woken up in a cold sweat after a nightmare, with that strange feeling that persists? Sometimes, it's not just in our heads, it's the universe trying to warn us. Dreams about chases, falls, or even unknown people can be profound signs about what is blocking your vibration. It's as if the spiritual world uses sleep to send messages straight to your soul. When we sleep, the ego takes a nap and intuition takes control. It is at this moment that hidden messages, channels, and even omens can appear. Sometimes it's a good dream that fills you with confidence. Other times, a confusing plot that leaves you with more questions than answers. But all of this has a reason for being there. Nothing is by chance. Repetitive nightmares, for example, are often linked to unresolved emotions. Have you ever dreamed that you were being chased? It could be life showing you that you are running away from an important decision. God and the angels speak to us through symbols, archetypes, and sensations, and the unconscious captures everything. Reading these dreams can reveal more about your destiny than you realize. And don't think you need to be a mystic to understand these signs. Just start paying attention to how you feel when you wake up. Write down your dreams, observe patterns, reflect on the moments you are living. You will be surprised how, in a short time, your intuition will sharpen. The universe always finds a way to make itself heard, even if it's whispering in the early hours of the morning. In fact, if you are interested in this topic, keep an eye out. Soon we will have a video just about interpreting spiritual dreams. It will be a deep dive into the hidden energy behind dream images. For now, leave it in the comments what was the most memorable dream you ever had. Sometimes, the answer you are looking for is hidden precisely in that detail that seemed unimportant. Do you know when an invitation comes out of nowhere? A project, a trip, a meeting that you didn't even expect? These opportunities that appear off script are often direct messages from the universe. When we are aligned with our highest vibration, life begins to conspire in our favor, and this includes paths that the rational mind would never imagine. Most people ignore these moments because they don't make logical sense. But that's exactly where the magic lies. The universe does not work with spreadsheets or guarantees. It acts through energy, emotion, and synchronicity. A door that opens out of nowhere could be exactly what will lead you to the manifestation of that dream you have kept for years. Sometimes it's that friend who comes up with a crazy idea, or an invitation to an event you didn't even want to go to. But you end up meeting someone who changes your life. These encounters are not coincidences, they are omens, divine guidance disguised as chance. And when you say yes, you show that you are trusting the process. Of course, you shouldn't accept everything without criteria. But you need to know how to differentiate fear from intuition. Fear limits you. Intuition gently pushes you. When something unexpected arises, ask yourself, does this bring me closer or further away from what I want to experience? If the answer is positive, maybe it's time to step out of your comfort zone and make it happen. Start paying attention to situations that seem out of place. Write it down. Reflect. Sometimes, what seems strange is precisely the missing piece to complete the puzzle of your life. Have you ever experienced something like this? Share in the comments. Who knows, maybe your story is just the sign someone else needs to read today. Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems like a big question mark? You wake up well, but out of nowhere a deep doubt arises about your life, your career, your relationships. As if the ground that was once firm starts to shake without explanation. This kind of confusion is not a fault, it is a sign. The universe often shuffles the cards to make you look again. When everything seemed defined, he makes a strategic mess to provoke a re-evaluation of life. It's as if saying, "Are you sure this is what you want?" This uncomfortable feeling is actually a call to awareness. It may seem strange, but doubt can be a gift. Because when we are 100% certain about something, we rarely stop to reflect. But in doubt, in confusion, we think, we feel, we listen more to intuition, and then ideas, insights, signs from the universe appear that were there all along, just waiting for our attention. If you've been feeling this mental chaos lately, breathe. It could just be the universe messing everything up. To put everything in its place, use this moment to write, meditate, ask yourself what really matters. Clarity can be just a thought away, and it only comes when we allow ourselves to really listen. Confusion is uncomfortable, but it is also fertile. Great transformations are born from chaos. Doubt is the invitation. Courage is the answer. Have you ever had a moment like this and then realized it was all part of a bigger plan? Share it below. Your experience could be the little push someone needs to trust their own journey. Your body speaks, and sometimes he screams. Pain that appears out of nowhere, tension in the shoulders, that injury that insists on returning. All of this can be much more than a physical problem. It could be the universe using your body as a messenger, and ignoring these signs can keep you from manifesting your desires. Heavy shoulders can symbolize responsibilities you shouldn't be carrying. Foot pain. Maybe you are hesitating to follow your path. Frequent falls can indicate an imbalance between what you think and what you experience. The body captures vibrations before the mind, and it responds with very clear signals. If you have already been to the doctor, had tests done and nothing was diagnosed, perhaps the call is different. It may be a decision that is being avoided. A no you need to say, or a yes you've been putting off. Repressed energy looks for an outlet, and often, it finds the body. Pain is a form of communication, so don't get used to the discomfort. Observe your symptoms as if they were alerts from your internal GPS. Ask yourself, what am I resisting changing? Or what part of my life needs attention? The connection between emotion and body is real, and the more you listen, the more aligned you become with your destiny. Try writing down your physical pain and, next to it, write down what you are experiencing emotionally at that moment. You might be surprised by the connections. Have you ever been through something like this? Tell us in the comments. Sometimes, what seems like just pain is, in fact, a message from the universe asking for action, courage, and self-confidence. You know that pop that comes out of nowhere? You're taking a shower, washing the dishes, or walking, and suddenly Friday, a brilliant idea, a clear answer, a direction that makes perfect sense. These moments aren't just coincidences, they're channelings. It's the universe breathing possibilities into your ear. These sudden ideas come when you relax your control and allow your intuition to speak louder. When the mind becomes silent, the energy field opens, and then divine guidance enters. Sometimes what you call inspiration is just your soul reminding you of your purpose. And when this happens, the ideal is to act. Many people receive great ideas and ignore them. I'll see about that later, it's no big deal, who am I to do that? And then the opportunity passes. The universe is generous, but it is also direct, it delivers the spark. It's up to you to light the fire. Whoever has the courage to follow this impulse ends up being rewarded. If you get an idea that excites you, write it down. Even if it seems crazy, unlikely, risky. Big demonstrations start with small flashes. Don't underestimate these creative visits. They are a form of connection between you and the divine, a reminder that you are in the right flow of energy and vibration. Start opening up more to these moments. Create space in your day to silence, reflect, breathe. The more receptive you are, the more ideas will come. And who knows? The next one will be the key to what you dream so much about. Have you ever had an inspiration that changed everything? Share here in the comments. Let's create a network of good ideas in this. And now that you know these 5 unexpected signs, tell me how many of them have crossed your path, but you perhaps didn't notice? Could it be that weird dream, that pain in your shoulder, that sudden confusion? Were they already attempts by the universe to guide you? The truth is that life is always trying to talk to you. The challenge is learning to listen with your heart. Reflect, what is the universe trying to show you at this exact moment in your life? Are there any pending decisions? A direction you feel like but are afraid to follow? Maybe now is the time to say yes to yourself, to your intuition, to your journey. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is trusting even without having all the answers. And if something inside you was awakened by this video, a memory, a feeling, a calling, don't ignore it. Awakening begins with small signs. And you just got a very clear 5. The choice to follow or not is already your first conscious manifestation. Tell me here in the comments, which of these signs have you experienced? Sharing your experiences can help other people see what is still hidden. Let's create this stream of consciousness together. Oh, and of course, if this content made sense to you, leave a like. This isn't just a click, it's a way of moving positive energy into the universe. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. We post new content every day, always with the mission of helping you interpret the signs, raise your vibration, and transform your life. The next message from the universe could be in the next video. So stick around, because the journey is just beginning.